Good evening, everyone. My name is Victoria Benditz, and I'm the Youth Director at First United Methodist Church in Fuquay-Varina. Thank you so much for supporting our mystery dinner this year. We really appreciate your willingness to attend our dinner virtually tonight. All of the proceeds from tonight's dinner will go towards our mission trip to the mountains of North Carolina this summer. We will be focusing on safe entrances and exits to people's houses for people in need. You have received a packet of evidence from me either at the church pickup this afternoon or via email. And this information will give you extra clues and help you solve tonight's mystery. Look in your packets for the character info sheet. This sheet has a picture of each of our characters with their background information on it. Feel free to take notes on this piece of paper during the play. There are also other pieces of evidence in your envelope. I'll let you know when to use these. And now sit back, put your thinking caps on, and enjoy the crew's production of The Last Will and Testament.
Good evening, everyone. It is with a heavy heart that I wish you all my deepest sympathies on your loss. Bernard Van Garden was a loving husband, father, business partner, and client. He will be greatly missed. I appreciate everyone's willingness to meet over Zoom since we are currently scattered all over the world. My first order of business is to make sure everyone named in Bernard's will is here tonight. Is Bernard's wife and twin sons here?
Yes, and thank you, Margaret, for your kind words. He always spoke so fondly of you. You weren't just his lawyer, you're family.
Yes, Margaret, I'm coming to you from Africa, where I'm working with Doctors Without Borders to help those in need.
Yes, my perfect brother and I are in attendance. I'm also involved in the medical field.
You're serving your probation by working as an orderly in a cushy day spa. That's not the same as being in the medical field.
Yes, and thank you for constantly reminding everyone here that you're better than us.
Now, boys, please, tonight is not the time for this.
Let's continue. Is Karen, Bernard's ex-wife, and Elizabeth, Bernard's daughter, in attendance?
I'd never thought I'd see the day. Oh, my poor Bernard, what will I do without him?
You're Bernard? Dad kicked you and your bratty ninny-nee Lizzie to the curb 20 years ago.
Now, brother, Karen has every right to mourn and miss Dad.
First of all, it's Elizabeth. And second, just because their marriage didn't work out doesn't mean they still don't love each other.
Yeah, because all happy, loving marriages end in divorce. Okay, Lizzie.
Ugh.
Now, Abel, that's enough. We are here to pay tribute to your father and to honor his last wishes.
And find out who inherits his fortune.
I knew that's why you came. You didn't care about Dad.
And he didn't care about me. He didn't care about a lot of us here.
Abel, I must insist that you cut this out. You're making this very difficult for your mother. Continuing on, is Reginald Fitzgerald, Bernard's business partner, present?
Oh, Margaret, dear, you've known me for years. You've been Bernard and I's lawyer ever since we started our business. Please, call me Reggie. Yes, of course I'm here. Not only as Bernard's business partner, but to support my wife, Karen, and her daughter, Elizabeth.
And Reggie, Elizabeth and I are so grateful for your support. Ugh, speak for yourself. You know I didn't approve of your marriage. You should have fought for Dad. Elizabeth, dear, you know I'm sorry it didn't work out between your father and I, but Reggie loves us and takes care of us.
It's my pleasure to be your husband.
What are you, Chick-fil-A?
Abel, please.
According to Bernard's wishes, everyone is here that needs to be in order for us to proceed with our legal business tonight. We will now hear from Bernard himself. He has recorded one final message for his family.
Oh, this is the part I'm dreading. It will be too hard for me to see my Bernard once again, knowing he is gone.
Mother, it's okay. We know it's been hard on you. I wish I were there for you.
Oh, you could be, but you were too busy playing Superman to others.
I'm sorry you have such resentment towards me, brother.
Boys, that's enough. We are here today to pay our respects toward your father one last time, not to bicker between ourselves.
Yes, please. Let's get back to our task at hand. As I was saying, Bernard will be greatly missed. He loved his family, which is clearly represented in his last will and testament. Tonight, we will be unsealing the will, and I have been tasked with carrying out his last wishes. But before we get started, let's hear from Bernard one last time. He has recorded a message for all of you.
Is this thing on? Are we taping? What's the blinking red light? Seems like I've got this new technology figured out. Greetings, my beloved family. If you've seen this, it means I have left you and I'm into the beyond. I've loved every minute with each and every one of you. I worked hard my whole life to ensure my family would be taken care of after my passing. I have a large life insurance policy, money in the estate, and several accounts that will be turned over to the joint account holders. All of this careful planning has now paid off, and you will now understand why I worked so hard. I know that most of you will be grieving my loss, and I just wanted you to know that most of you will be taken care of with my estate. Unfortunately, some secrets have come to light, and one or more of you will be surprised to learn you have been cut out of my will. In order for my mind to be clear, I had each and every one of you investigated to make sure you were worthy of receiving my inheritance. I didn't want it to be this way, but until the end, I have been and will always be a man of integrity. Now, I only wanted this video to be positive and uplifting, so I've left the job to reading my will and my final documents to my lawyer and friend Margaret. I wanted each and every one of you to remember me fondly and do your best to live your life without me. Until we meet again, I love you, my family.
What does that mean, cut out?
What secrets is she talking about? Margaret, did you know about this?
Oh, this will be interesting. Some of you are about to get what you deserve.
What about you? You're the worst one here.
That's for sure, Lizzie. But that's not a secret.
Abel, stop. You're upsetting everyone.
People, please, let's calm down.
Yes, thank you, Reggie. Please calm down and I'll explain everything. Yes, Lila, I did know about this. I helped Bernard contact a very trustworthy private investigator who looked into each of your lives and behaviors to make sure you are worthy of receiving your inheritances. After these investigations were conducted, Bernard made out his final will and testament, updated his bank records, and adjusted his life insurance policy. These documents have been remained sealed until now. You all have copies of these, which we will go through. Please open your manila envelopes and take out the documents. We will go over the life insurance policy first.
Okay, my mystery solvers. Look in your packets of evidence and get out the document labeled life insurance.
Let's go through this together. As you can see, Bernard took this policy out many years ago when he was married to Karen.
So I get the money?
Not so fast, Karen. Life insurance policies can be rewritten due to life-changing circumstances, and Bernard changed his several times. The last revision states out that the $1 million the policy pays out is to be divided up the following ways. Lila, his current wife, receives $600,000. His daughter, Elizabeth, receives $200,000. His charity of choice, Doctors Without Borders, receives $200,000.
I get nothing?
You get what you deserve.
Brother, stop.
What about you? Aren't you Dad's golden boy? Are upset that you've been cut out?
No, because he gave money to Doctors Without Borders. That is near and dear to my heart.
This document is legal and binding and stands up in court. There can be no disputes to this policy. Now for his last will and testament.
Okay, my Nancy Drews and Hardy boys. Now get out the document labeled Last Will and Testament and follow along.
The last will and testament of Bernard Van Garden. I, Bernard Van Garden, being of sound in mind, do hereby declare this document to be my last will and testament, and revoke any and all other wills made before by me. I direct that all my debts and expenses of my last illness, funeral, and burial be paid as soon after my death, and I authorize my new law firm center, Stevenson & Johnson, to settle and discharge any claims against my estate. Huh? I leave my property and belongings, both real and personal, and wherever situated as follows. To my loving wife, Lila Van Garden, our current home and property, our vacation homes, and all other properties owned by myself. To my beautiful daughter, Elizabeth, I leave you control of Van Garden and Fitzgerald LLC as the majority holder. You may do as you please with my business.
What?
As for my savings accounts and trusts, I have divided them in the following ways. The account I set up for Lila is turned over to her with an account balance of $5 million. The account I set up for Elizabeth is turned over to her with an account balance of $1 million. The accounts I set up for Cain and Abel Van Garden are dissolved, and the money has been put into a trust that my new attorney firm, Center, Stevenson & Johnson, will use at their disposal to disperse in the future to either Cain or Abel if they prove their worthiness. Wait, what? The account that I've set up for Van Garden and Fitzgerald LLC will be turned over to Elizabeth Van Garden with an account balance of $3 million. The account I set up for Kieran Fitzgerald has been put in Reginald Fitzgerald's name with an account balance of $1 million. As with this, the life insurance policy, this document is legal and binding and will stand up in court. As I see that this news is very upsetting for many of you, let's take a 10-minute break and resume our gathering when everyone has a chance to calm down.
Ooh, friends, what an awesome Act 1. Let's give all our actors and actresses a round of applause. When you're ready, go back to the website and click on Act 2. See you there.